Welcome, Coach Gene Clemens here. And when you think of South Dakota State, what do you think of? Is it quarterback play? Is it running back play? No, it is tight end play. South Dakota has a long history of really good tight ends. And when they brought in their early signees, they made sure that they signed a young man who I think has an opportunity to continue that tradition of great tight ends at South Dakota State. Reece Burckhard, the tight end out of South Dakota, he is going to be there. He signed early. It's interesting. I wanted to do a good, the bad, the ugly on Reece, and I couldn't really find a lot of video for him from his senior year. I think that's because during his senior year, they had him transition to offensive line to help the team out. But when I look at what South Dakota State has him, I look at what he has himself as, I think he really believes he's a tight end. South Dakota State really believes he's a tight end. And I believe he's a tight end. So we're going to look at the good, the great, and ugly of Reece as a tight end prospect for South Dakota State. If we're looking here, the first thing I would say that stands out to me is athleticism. The good for Reece, as we look at these basketball highlights, I have always said that basketball is a number one transition to football when it comes to the tight end position. Especially when you're a forward and or a center, having that body, having that range to be able to play in traffic. If you notice, there's a lot of bodies around Reece right here. So the ability to be able to play in traffic, the ability to be able to finish, that explosion, he's able to get up. He's got some highlights where he's just taking one step dunking, where he's vertical dunking. When you see that level of explosion, you already know what that young man's going to be able to do as a red zone threat. And as we see right here, as we move into the great, watch him as a red zone threat. They actually split him out wide. Again, this is from his junior year. They split him out wide a lot, especially in the red zone, for him to go up in high point balls. And you can see he does that right there. If we're looking at him, he waits. There's the ball in the air. Now it's just a rebound for him. He's going to go up. He's going to be able to catch that ball, turn his body away, and come down with it. He was able to do that a lot. Now, the thing that I think is he's going to have to work on, the ugly, if you will, is you don't really see a lot of highlights of him blocking. And I think the reason you don't see a lot of highlights of him blocking is because they're probably not the most impressive. However, he's going to have plenty of time in an offense that's predicated on running the ball hard and with a coaching staff that understands how to make complete tight ends. He's going to have an opportunity to work on it. So if you can look right here, he's playing defensive end, but I want you to notice his pad level. And this is what I will speak to specifically when it comes to his ugly. Look how high he is in his pad level. Now, I did see a couple clips of him playing offensive line, and I noticed that his pad level was high even within there playing offensive line. Now, I will say he definitely has the nasty that you want from a tight end, and we'll see that in a couple of other clips. But pad level is big. See how tall he is right there. He's going to have to work on keeping that pad level down. Again, there's one of his great, that ability to high point that ball. But we go back to the ugly. Here's him at tight end right here. Now watch how he stands straight up. He stands straight up there. He doesn't run his feet. Pad level is going to be good. Now that's the nasty I was talking about right there. Look how he pulls that guy back and then lays on top of him. That's the nasty that you like to see. But you're going to want to see him with a lower pad level not get blown off. Here, once again, that's him standing up. His pad level, he gets thrown off. So, for me, one of the big things he's going to have to work on is keeping that pad level low, being able to fire off. But you got to like an athlete. They have an athlete that's coming in that understands how to play tight end. I'm sure that his pad level's gotten better over his senior year playing offensive line, but it's something he's still going to have to be cognizant of as he moves forward. Do I think he may have an opportunity to get snaps immediately as a freshman? Yes, obviously. I think that the real jewel of him is going to be in another 2, maybe even 3 years, where he's fully developed out his body, where he understands how to play both inline and play split out. I think he can be a real weapon for South Dakota State. If you like this video and any other video, make sure that you stay tuned. A lot of these are coming. I'm going to be going over the top prospect from a bunch of the teams. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We want to just continue to grow this. Until next time, I'm Coach Gene Clemens. You guys have a great day.